just before dawn on the Trans-Canada Highway in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. The Canadian national biathlon team is testing new roller skis from Germany. The equipment is for training purposes during the months without snowfall. The roller skis have to stand up to 1,000 kilometers on the road non-stop. These have been built by Arno Barthelmess. He's a businessman from Thuringia who is trying to get a foothold in the North American market.
You did? It's nice and moist.
It's not nice and smooth here like it is in Oberhof. This road is asphalt. The abrasion is much greater. We have enough rollers to ensure that we can deal with the 1,000 kilometers, though.
Have a fun car ride. Yeah, have fun.
This small business owner is investing some 20,000 euros in the test phase. If he successfully breaks into the market, then he'll quickly recoup the money. Barthelmess's company is based in Germany near the winter sports resort of Oberhof. He began manufacturing high-tech sports equipment 3 years ago. Since then, demand has grown, and not just among top sportsmen and women. More and more amateur sports fans are buying his roller skis. A pair costs just under 300 euros.
The biggest difference is that there's not a huge danger of injury. We've got 2 poles. Basically, we've integrated inline skating and Nordic walking into one sport, and I think our prospects on the overall sports market are pretty good.
It began as a sideline and eventually saved his entire business. His machines no longer work with metal, but rather with much lighter materials.
You've got different carbon layers here. The women's bars are a bit more malleable, so they're flexible, and the men's bars are a bit more rigid.
Just 1 year ago, Barthelmess was still producing tools for the auto industry assembly lines here. But the orders started to fall off at the beginning of the year, threatening more than 150 jobs at sites in Swabia and Thuringia.
If we'd remained an auto industry supplier, we would have had to lay off at least 70% of our people, but we've been able to avert that risk with the roller skis.
The roller skis are still being put to the test in Canada, with athletes clocking up the final kilometers in the Rockies. The Canadian national champion is putting the equipment through its paces, skating downhill at almost 70 kilometers an hour. He has to be sure that the kit will hold up. The Canadian biathletes need just under 5 days to cover the 1,000 kilometers. The SRBs are compared favorably to the rival brand Marui.
Really, really good. The stiffness is like has a really stiff camber here, which is really good for uphills. The Maruis have a lot of flex, and sometimes if you're like a lot of power, then it hits the ground or like it has a lot of absorption. Really stiff and really precise turning.
Nothing went wrong. They withstood the 1,000 kilometers without losing any screws or anything like that. That's an endorsement of our work, and I'm happy now that we've survived it without any accidents on the highway.
Barthelmess has taken an important step in his promotional campaign. Now all the Canadians have to do is purchase his product. And indeed, the athletes want to hold on to their new roller skis to train for future competitions.